Alright, good morning, ITGS. I'm going to be talking about the program Audacity. Now, Audacity is a sound editor and recorder that's available on all three platforms, on Linux, on Mac, and on Windows. Basically, what you can do is record live audio, you can edit sound files, make mixes, edit audio, and it's a great little program. And since it's free, it's even better. So if we go ahead and look at the download size, you see here that the beta, which is the newest version, is going to be 13.8 megabytes. So once you go ahead and install that, I've already got it installed. You basically are given an open space to work with. So let's go ahead and open a new one. And seeing on this menu, there is a lot to realize. Now, the way I learned to use this program was just through trial and error. I learned everything on my own, and but if you're not into that, if you're not into playing around with a new program, there is a help option. So not only is there a wiki for the for the whole program, which gives you tutorials for everything. So for example, recording with a microphone, transferring to a CD, also audio 2, and then you can see if you want to put it on your iPod, if you want to convert it to MP3. It's got so many articles, and it's a great little resource for any aspiring musician. Also, you have a forum, so if you have any questions for other users of Audacity, you can check here for any assistance that you need. And I found every answer to every question that I needed on the forum or on the wiki, so it's very thorough. Now, if we go ahead and open up that new file, so what I'm going to start out with is a recording. So let's go ahead and record something. So all you do is press the record, and then easy. Alright, so let me go ahead and easy. Okay. What I'm going to edit out the "and then," because that doesn't really fit into the whole. I just wanted to say easy, not that first part. And that was simply done by selecting the part of the track that I didn't want, and then pressing the delete key. Now, since there are two tracks, that means that there's one for your it's a stereo type system. So this is probably your left track, that's your right track. Let's go ahead and say you want to make it into a mono track. That way it's easier to edit, and you don't have to worry about working with two separate tracks. So what you're gonna do is you're going to go to tracks, and let me go ahead and select it actually, and then you just click stereo to mono. So now I have one track, the same it's the same audio, it's just one track that I can edit. Now let's go ahead and look at those sound waves a little bit closer. So all I did was zoom in. I can, by shift clicking, I can go backwards, obviously. And here, you can see every aspect of what you just recorded. So let's go ahead and say I want to cut some of this tracks. So I'm gonna go over to this tool, which allows me to select that part. And then I'm going to go to the edit and then split cut. So now I have two tracks on the same line, they're just separated. This is really helpful if you want to edit multiple tracks and there are some discrepancies between the timing of each one. So if I want to just put it back together, there it is. If I want to play it without, it's so I play two separate tracks. There's that little pause. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but that's what that tool does. So that's the basic of recording a piece of audio. Let me go ahead and open up a song that I've already done. I did this over the summer. It was a cover of Rain Dance Maggie by Red Hot Chili Peppers. And as you can see, this is a lot more complex and a lot longer than the easy that I just recorded. So as it's playing this track, I'm gonna go, kind of talk about what happened with the process. I had 3 separate tracks. So I had the bass track, the guitar track, and then the vocals track. I eventually lined them up perfectly so that I could just flatten them together and that they would overlap over each other. So as it's playing, I mean, you know, you can see every you know, what's going to be going on. It's kind of a visual idea of what the music looks like. But let's say I'm unhappy with the bass, for example. Let's say I want the bass to be a little bit more epic. So I'd go over to first I'd select the aspect that I want, and I'd go over to Effect, and I'd say Bass Boost. Now, these are all the options that you have. I'll just click on the option that I had before, and let's go ahead and take a listen to how this changed the track.
Looking like someone drove me, they wanted to unplug me. No, it was on time. It's just turn around and we go.
Alright, so as you can see or hear, the bass was a lot better, and it was just a stronger bass. But since I'm happy with how the original is, I'm just gonna go ahead and undo it. And I mean, that's basically it. If you want to make a song and if you want to record something and put it on, let's say, YouTube or SoundCloud, this is a great program to do it. You're given a whole host of options. It's a pretty easy little, little program that you can use. But before I go, I want to just examine one more aspect, and that's the exporting. So this is automatically going to be saved as an Audacity file, a .aud. But let's say I want to put it onto my iTunes, so I'm going to go over to to the export option, and here I can see all these options that I can talk about. So let's say I want MP3. I'm going to go ahead and save, and then I've already filled this information out, and press OK. Some limitations of the program, however, that I found have been a little bit disappointing. Audacity can use pretty much any file except files such as AC3, AMR, M4A, and WMA, which are proprietary files from sites like iTunes. So basically, legal obligations do not allow you to tweak songs that have been, protected under copyright laws. There are ways to work around this, and the website does give you great tutorials on how to, but it's still kind of a hassle. Other than that, however, it's a great program, as I said, and I definitely would recommend it for any aspiring musician. So thank you